Curriculum implementation. This module looks at curriculum implementation. Implementation refers to how the planned or officially designed course of study is translated by the teacher into syllabi, schemes of work, and lessons to be delivered to students. Curriculum implementation also includes the assessment of student progress and the adjustment of instructional strategies as necessary to ensure that students are meeting the learning objectives. Effective curriculum implementation requires the involvement of teachers, administrators, and other educational stakeholders in the planning and execution of the curriculum. Ongoing professional development and support for teachers are also key components of successful curriculum implementation. The next step after curriculum planning and designing is its implementation. Curriculum implementation means putting into practice the written curriculum that has been designed into syllabi, course of study, curricular guides, and the subject. Curriculum implementation involves translating the educational goals and objectives into a sequence of instructional activities and materials that teachers can now use to facilitate student learning. The curriculum implementation stakeholders. Learners. Learners have more dynamic participation from the planning, designing, implementing, and evaluating of the curriculum. In planning the lesson, activities and strategies that will be used still need to consider the learners as they are at the core of the implementation process. Teachers. Teachers are stakeholders who plan, design, teach, implement, and evaluate the curriculum. Teachers' influence upon learners cannot be measured. College principals and their teams have important roles in curriculum implementation process in an institution. They should understand fully the need for change and the implementation process. They should be ready to assist trainers and students in the process, and communication lines should be open to all concerned, and the education leaders should lead in curriculum teamwork efforts. Parents and sponsors. Besides the students, trainers and education administrators play an important role in curriculum implementation. Parents may not directly be involved in the curriculum implementation, but they are formidable partners for the success of any curriculum development endeavor. Communities. Society and community members should have a say on what is taught in a learning institution. Other stakeholders. Government agencies, line ministries may be involved in the planning, design, implementation, and evaluation of the college curriculum. There are many factors that affect curriculum implementation. These factors interact with each other, and their influence may vary depending on the specific educational setting. Successful curriculum implementation requires careful consideration and management of these factors to ensure that the intended goals and objectives of the curriculum are achieved. In the slides that follow, we shall look at each of the factors that influence curriculum in more detail. The availability and adequacy of resources such as textbooks, instructional materials, and technology can have a significant impact on the implementation of a curriculum. Lack of resources can lead to ineffective teaching and learning. Secondly, the quality and quantity of teachers can affect curriculum implementation. Teachers who are not properly trained or who are not motivated may struggle to effectively implement the curriculum. Thirdly, the characteristics of students, such as their abilities, interests, and prior knowledge, can affect how well they are able to learn and engage with the curriculum. Fourth, the culture and climate of a school can impact how well the curriculum is implemented. A positive and support school culture can encourage teachers to engage with the curriculum and students to learn effectively. The involvement of stakeholders such as parents, community members, and policymakers can also affect curriculum implementation. Their support and participation can help to create a positive learning environment and ensure that the curriculum meets the needs of all students. Time constraints such as limited class time or a rushed implementation schedule can impact how well the curriculum is implemented. Teachers may not have enough time to cover all the material, which results in incomplete learning. Last but not the least, The type and frequency of assessments used to measure student learning can also affect curriculum implementation. If assessments are not aligned with a curriculum or are not used effectively, they may not accurately measure student learning or guide instructional decisions.